Morning, folks. This morning soap is brought to us by Bull and Bell. Bull and Bell. There we go. This one here is Amber and Sandalwood. Starts out with about 4 ounces of soap inside of a screw top tin. And that's what it looks like on the inside. And it is pretty firm inside the container there, but easy to scrape right on out with a bowl, spoon to put in the bowl. Got it whipped up here with a brush from, it's an ever ready brush from Strike Gold Shave, and that's what it looks like there on the inside. And it's not exactly dripping, but it is pretty wet. It's kind of lather I prefer. Excuse me. I guess you might say it on the yogurt side. Once again, in case you didn't catch yesterday's video, this is the shaver of the day. This is a RazoRock ECO. Don't know how much of that you can see on the underside there. Here's a comparison with a RazoRock Hawk. You can kind of see that there is a little bit of a difference on the head size, but pretty much the same design, more or less. And just one shaver takes a different blade than the other. This one here takes a DE blade that's either cut or snapped in half. And this is the blade I'll be using today. These are the blades that came with the shaver, and they are wrapped up in a wrapper that looks like this right here. Got the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Allen block with no rubber band this morning. Still sporting the Humphrey's Witch Hazel that's mentholated and got some peppermint in it. And yes, this is a 16-ounce container. It's going to take a while to not get rid of, but to use all this. Here's the matching aftershave also. And this is a glass container, by the way, if that matters to anybody. I've already put a hot towel to the face. Preshave oil from Stirling soaps. It's a beard oil that doubles as a pre-shave soap. And go ahead and get started here. Had a long day yesterday. They had a band meeting, if you will. And by the time everything was said and done and over with, practice started at 5 o'clock for my son. And we went and grabbed a quick bite to eat, was back up there at the school at 6, and the meeting got over with. That we were there, it was at 8:30 going on 9 o'clock last night. His practice was over at 9 o'clock last night, so it was a busy day yesterday. A long one. This will be the second shave for the RazoRock ECO for me. Yesterday's shave was pretty smooth with a Persona X Series blade. We'll see how the crown blade works out for me. Should mention that crown is made by Lord. Didn't think to check until it kind of dawned on me. I don't know what the going price is for the soap. I mean, not the soap, but the blades. If you buy them by themselves, I'll see if I can hunt down the price. Put a link down below to give you the kind of price point for a pre-cut blade. DE blade, I should say. And there is a lot of lather still in this knot. And I've got lather all over my shirt. It's still pretty drippy. Yesterday's shave with the Persona X Series blade was pretty smooth. There was a little bit of a feedback I could pick up, you know, as I'm shaving, and this one here is no different. So far as it goes for smoothness of the blade, seems to be pretty smooth. Can't complain about it, not at all. Matter of fact, this is This is a pretty nice blade in this shaver. Don't know how it'd work out in this shavette, but this shaver works pretty good. I think they did a good job pairing it up with a crown blade. This is a pretty easy shaver to use. Matter of fact, easy. This is so far just a really smooth shave. Shaver comes in 4 different colors: black, gold, green, and blue. Pretty nice colors. Doesn't add a lot to the, I guess you might say, to the din. This gold here, I picked it because when it comes to this color, I have, of course, brass colored handles and whatnot, but can't think of anything with gold outside of a vintage shaver. I have a Star DE that's gold, or gold effect, if you will. Tony's been pretty busy this morning. He's bothering somebody right now. Oh no, Tony's our German Shepherd, and that's our oldest Chihuahua. They're fussing over a chewed bone right now. And time right now is about 5:15. Run a little bit late this morning after yesterday. This is a pretty smooth blade. This, as a matter of fact, this is the first time I ever tried a crown blade. Quite happy I got this shaver. Probably going to be seeing a lot more of it. I have DE blades. I got several DE blades. And this is a perfect shaver to go right along with my shavettes. Snap them in half. One half the blade go with the shavette. Next shave go with a Echo or ECO. Not sure exactly how they want to pronounce it. It's pretty nice. I know for some folks, a different blade choice might work out better for them. Today's Friday. I might do one more. On Saturday with this shaver on a video and put a feather blade in it. See how that works out. Because I'm sure there's going to be somebody that's curious and wanting to know how a feather blade works in it. As it goes for efficiency, in my opinion, so far the first pass, there's been a beard reduction. When I'm feeling around on my face, I still feel stubble, but I also feel some that's missing. In other words, it does a good job in stair-stepping on the beard reduction. Not too much on the first pass, but enough to notice there's a difference. Across the green pass, I noticed some more beard reduction. So it seems to be doing rather well going through the process, through the stages as it goes for on the beard reduction. And yesterday's shave, there was, it wasn't a BBS, but I mean, it was a darn good shave. And I wasn't, how can you say, trying to work at a BBS type shave either, if that helps any. But just do I guess you might say a routine 3-pass shave without putting out any effort to try to do any pickups or anything, or very little effort, I should say. It went pretty good yesterday. today's shave's going to go the same way. I mean, you can kind of tell after a while how nice, how smooth everything's going. Get some of the soap off my hands here. Like I said, there is some feedback. I would think, at least for me, with trying to get a BBS, I could work towards it. I don't think I'd pick up any irritation with this shaver if I was to work towards it. I would say that if with this shaver, I have noticed that when I get closer to where there's a thickness of growth of whiskers, that the short strokes might work better for you in those areas than a longer one would. I would find that some folks probably would see that this is an easier shaver to get used to, as opposed to the Focus Dynamic. That's Focus's single edge shaver with the pivoting head. I know that pivoting head for some folks was causing some issues trying to get used to it, and with this being a fixed head, it might be easier for the traditional shaver to get to with little or no trouble. My cheeks are smooth. Still got that, my trouble spot right through here. It's pretty smooth, but you know, I could take a little bit more time, a little bit of effort to catch the rest of it. For the most part, my face is pretty smooth, just on a, how can you say, a routine 3-pass shave with the grain against the grain and across the grain. It's pretty darn smooth. Just an easy, effortless shave, in my opinion. It's just like any other shave that you're trying to whip out with the quickness. Doesn't take any time at all. I have to say though, with this one here, and it might be because of the speed that I'm shaving in, that I get just a little bit of stinging on my neck, but outside of that, as goes for anything the Allen Block has to say, it's just minimal report, which works fine for me, because by the time my shave's done and over with, the whatever stinging or anything like that going on from the Allen Block, it's gone. But by the time I get done with the aftershave, peppermint is really nice, especially here lately with my nose the way it is. I really appreciate that peppermint coming through, opening up the sinuses. Just shorten up the chin hair there, the goatee, just a tad bit. Still got some of that soap that's still up in there. Just shorten it up just a little bit. It was getting kind of long. I know my wife would like for me to shave it all off, but it might be kind of like the first time she saw me with when I shaved, you know, all my beard off and just left this part here. She was in a little bit of shock for a while. You know, for many years, that's all I had. What everybody got used to seeing me in. Tony's at the door. That is what the restrictor looks like, in case if it matters to you. This sandalwood with the amber does give it a twist. Like I said, I'm not the biggest sandalwood fan, but this with the amber does give it a twist where makes it unique, in my opinion. Now some of the sandalwoods of that you may have smelled in the past, at least not what I've smelled. This one here gives it a more, I would almost say sophisticated, if you will, scent to it. Kind of reminds, almost gives me the impression I'm picking up leather. But I know my nose is so messed up right now. In other words, your experience most likely will be different. Excuse me. I'll go ahead and take this apart so you can see how this looks like. If you missed yesterday's video, don't know how much of that you can see. That's what the bottom plate looks like. And even though that hole right there is pretty large, not real sure why outside just ease of putting it in there. They probably felt that would be the thing to do. It didn't really affect the placement at all. It lines up pretty darn tight. Like yesterday's video, I showed you, it just got just a little bit of wiggle, but once you tighten down the cap and whatnot, yeah, all that little bit of play is gone. That's what the blade looks like on the inside there. You can see your post and how it rests in there. So even though if you snap the blade in half and it's a little uneven, it doesn't really affect the blade placement because it's the pre-cut that's already there is where the post makes the alignment at, not necessarily on the very edge. It doesn't really matter one way or the other. I'm going to take that out and put it in my blade bank here pretty soon. Had a really good shave this morning. Got another long day because we got a football game tonight. It's rough being here, being with the Pride. Hope everybody's doing well. Stay safe and smooth shaves to you.